Hi, my name is Austin,
And my name is Selena.
and the topic is prejudice.
Prejudice is the preconceived idea without reason or actual experience. Basically, a judgmental opinion on something or someone without actually knowing all the details and stuff. Just basically judging a book by its cover. Now, prejudice displayed in the media is usually through movies, televisions, blogs, etc. And also through music. For example, if a male hears or sees another male objectifying women, he's most likely to do the same towards women in his life. Now, prejudice impacts our society in very, very serious ways. For example, after 9/11, people tend to look at Muslims and blame them for what happened. This led to the profiting of races, religion, ethnicities, and so on. Now, prejudice has a lot of impact on people's attitudes and behavior. For example, it triggers violence, profanity, anger, the use of defensive mechanisms. They would most likely feel victimized or offended, and they would probably get really defensive. Now watch as we interview people about what prejudice means to them, their experiences with prejudice, who's more prejudiced, male or female, and also how we would educate others about prejudice.
What made you prejudiced? Now I thought about it. The fundamental reason is that this us versus them mentality is what makes us prejudiced. You know, us, we, and them. We and they. So people create groups, and this mentality of our group is better than theirs. And then somehow they have to show that. I was in Michigan State when Iranians held American hostages.
Okay.
So in student union, and I was smoking, and I asked someone for a light. He says, yes, I can give you light if you are from the right place. Bigger impact, men have a bigger impact of their prejudice. They carry out fights and the wars and so forth, they carry out action. But the women could be just as prejudiced.
I had just moved to this neighborhood.
Recently?
No, number of years ago.
Okay.
And kid, they will. My wife doing some lawn mowing, and they'll come back and you're Hindus.
Okay. How did you feel about that? Did that affect you?
No, it didn't affect me. I handled very well because at that time I was working IT, and the mayor at the time was a buddy of mine. We worked together. So I called the cops and I told them, mention that this guy, I know the mayor, take care of the problem. Otherwise, I'll talk to him. So don't worry about that. He went, and the kid in front of my house, sitting in the car, the big coming going. I went to him and I said, you better shape up yourself. Cops are coming, I'm going to kick you up. So that's
how they were raised. If some kid's parents were prejudiced, he'll be prejudiced too. Judging people by how they look, but not by their character. Yeah. People think I'm not smart because I look goofy. But I'm actually smart as hell. It made me feel happy. Because then I was like, damn, I'm right and you're wrong. Women.
Really? Give an example on why.
When a woman sees another woman, she like judges her. She's like, oh, she's a slut.
Well, I think really if they are kind of ignorant about a subject and they talk anyway without really knowing about it, that kind of makes them more prejudiced. At one point, mainly because of my ethnicity, a lot of racist comments were pointed towards me, or maybe even stereotypes, even though they're not all generally bad, they still have some type of connotation, whether negative nor positive. Or like say if we're playing a sport, maybe someone will think I'm more athletic because of some stereotype that I could jump higher or run faster, even though they're probably false, because I'm not that great at sports. In all honesty, I'd probably say men, because we generally think we know more than we actually do, even though we probably won't admit it at most times.
What makes a person prejudiced is generally like fear of the unknown, fear of what could happen, just generally just like fear in a person's life, what going through. I think that people generally throughout history look for a scapegoat in terms of maybe not in terms of not bringing on looking for someone to answer a question for them. You know, the best thing is for all of us to try and like work together, for all of us trying to like respect each other's, I guess, identities without infringing on their negative side. You know, just try and like respect one another's identities, respect one another's feelings, respect one another's wishes, and just try and generally work together on things that could be beneficial for the entire aggregate world and the aggregate society at large. You know, both sexes, genders rather, are prejudiced. I just feel that I'd like to see a better world, whatever that world will be. Maybe the next world will be better.